Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. Now, let's talk about this year's NFL draft. Specifically, let's start off with Shedeur Sanders. I believe I'm trying to find the video, or I was trying to find the video so I could play it during this clip, but I think it was just in a brief conversation that I had with my brother in one of the episodes that we did, and it's just buried somewhere. So if you're a fan and you've seen my episodes, you'll know that I've thought about this before and I've said it on the air. Shedeur Sanders was not a first-round pick, in my opinion. He was not. I understand he put up 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions last year, but the level of competition that he was facing was not that great, if I may say so myself. Yes, he beat Baylor. Who was it? Who were the teams? I have them right here. He beat Baylor in OT. He had a phenomenal game. He went 25 of 41 with 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He had a 146 pass ratings. But in the big games, like for example, the BYU game, where he went 16 to 23 for 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, that's a game that was a bowl game. That's a big game, right? Came up short. The first year that he was there in Colorado, I'll be honest, there's a reason why Travis Hunter went number 1 over, or not number 1 overall, but he went in the first round. He was a high draft pick because the impact Travis Hunter had on the ball on both sides as a wide receiver and as a DB. He was an instrumental part as to why the Colorado Buffaloes had been able to turn around that program. The moment Travis Hunter went out in that first year in Colorado, that program fell apart. That offensive line couldn't protect Shedeur. Shedeur could not make magic happen. Like there are levels to this, ladies and gentlemen. If Shedeur Sanders was that guy, he would have shown you what he was made of without Travis Hunter that first year. He was not on anybody's draft radar because he played in Jackson State the first 2 years. And the move of Deion Sanders going from Jackson State to the Colorado Buffaloes was mainly for him to be able to get his sons drafted. Because realistically, if they had played the entirety of their college careers in Jackson State, neither one of them gets drafted. The level of competition at an HBCU is not that of a Pac-12. It's not the same as playing in Colorado in the Pac-12 or the what is it, the Big Ten now? Yeah. And for them to go from Jackson State to the NFL was a very unlikely trajectory for Deion and his children. So what did Deion do as a good father? He got himself a job at a big university like the Colorado Buffaloes, who were in the Pac-12, a division that was very winnable for them to come in and dominate in that first year. Turned around a 1-win team, made him, I think, into a 4-win team, 4-win program that first year, if I'm not mistaken. And then the moment Travis Hunter went out, that's when things fell apart. Shedeur was not able to elevate the talent around him, and they were always blaming the offensive line. But there comes a point where if you're that guy, you're going to show it with what you have out there. And that's why Travis Hunter was a high draft pick and Shedeur fell. On top of that, the way that he apparently interviewed with some of these teams, not noticing errors in things that were put out for him as a quarterback to be able to decipher in installs. Those are red flags. And and I don't blame Deion. Deion does a great job being a father, but at the same time, Shedeur is not Deion. Shedeur is trying to be a quarterback in the NFL. Deion was a cornerback. He was a DB who could play wide receiver. You're like, let's be honest. Like, if you play a skill position other than quarterback, you are allowed to an extent to act a little bit like a diva. It's just expected. It's the confidence, it's the arrogance. But if you are the quarterback, you are expected to be humble and a leader. And that is something Shedeur Sanders did not demonstrate during the draft process. And that is why he fell. They weren't interviewing him to be a starting quarterback or a franchise quarterback. They were interviewing him to be a backup. And if you're trying to interview to be a backup, what is the one thing that you don't want your backup to be? You don't want him to be a star. You don't want him to be the face of a franchise because he's your backup. Shedeur was trying to be the face of a franchise when he was being interviewed to be a backup. And if he eventually got to the opportunity to be a starting quarterback, that's when you could have been a little bit more arrogant. But I don't recall Lamar Jackson doing this. Like, yes, there was a little bit of an arrogance, but he won the Heisman Trophy, guys. And he wanted to play quarterback. The arrogance was because they wanted him to move from quarterback to wide receiver or running back or another position. And he was reluctant on doing that because he wanted to play quarterback because he knew he was a good quarterback and he has demonstrated it. That's the difference between Shedeur and Lamar Jackson, in my personal opinion. I'm sorry, it's allergy season and my eyes are a little bit itchy. So the fact that Shedeur fell to the 5th round, I always saw him as a late round pick. When the competition level rose, he shrunk. When the competition was chopped liver, he played well. When he had his number one guy in Travis Hunter, played phenomenal. When his number one guy went away, they blamed the offensive line and not Shedeur. It's everybody else's fault, but not Shedeur's. And I'm not trying to bust anybody's balls. I thought that prank was classless, not okay. Could have cost people's jobs. But I hope Shedeur takes this as a humbling experience and learns his place. He's not his father. He's his own man. He's his own grown-ass man. He's 21, 22 years old. Like, I get it. I get it. But, bro, like, you only 5 years younger than me, dog. You gotta act like a fucking man, bro. Like, you can't be acting a fool like a child sometimes because you wasn't him in college. I'm sorry. You was good. I'm not an NFL player. I never played a damn snap in college. I played in high school, not college. I was never that good. But the humbling factor, you want to be a leader, you show it with the interviews. You don't pick and choose. Quarterbacks that go into this league, the great ones, turn around pretty bad franchises or franchises that are in the gutter. They don't just go to great organizations. I'm just saying, guys.
Guys, have you heard? Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.